USA, CountyFairgrounds.net. Welcome to today's podcast.
Do I have Jennifer Gregston of Barnyard Racers on the line with me?
Yes, this is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay. So you have a different kind of take on this racing animal thing that I haven't seen before. So you want to tell us a little bit about it and how you got started?
Well, I've been doing fairs since 1998. Already did some petting zoos before that at amusement parks and local stuff. And so my first official fair was in 1998, and we started out with just petting zoos. And then in 2001, we added races to our program, and we started out with, we kind of always wanted to do a variety of animals, so we raced a lot of different animals. Not only do we do pigs, we also do ducks, geese, chickens, turkeys, goats, sheep. So it makes for a cute show, and it gives people a variety.
Okay, I didn't know, really, seriously, I have never seen anybody race, ducks or geese or turkeys. I mean, they actually do that?
Oh, yeah. The ducks are actually very smart.
Oh, so they race for a treat? Is that what they race for?
Yep, they really like greens, so like kale, spinach, they like tomatoes, they even like animal crackers.
Okay. Do you remember the first time that raced something that was different and where it was?
Well, we did a small little event in Idlewild, California. That was our very first race, and we had pig, goats, and sheep, and it was just a one-day, like a 4-hour event that we did.
Okay.
Well, that was our very first event with the animal races.
Yeah, I've talked to pig racers before, and I know it takes a lot to set up for the pig races. Is there much difference in setting up for these different animals other than the pigs?
No, we a lot of pig races, they work out of their trailer, and we don't. We set up little pens right behind the racetrack, so the animals are out in the fresh air and people can see them. So that's one thing that we do different from a lot of other companies. So the animals are able to be viewed, and we have 4 or 5 individual pens or, group pens behind the animal race setup. And so we'll have, say, like right now I'm at Port Lavaca, and I've got 4 sets of race animals. So there's 4 animals in each set. And so I've got 2 sets of pigs and 2 sets of ducks. My husband's at Brazoria County Fair, and he's got 2 sets of pigs, 2 sets of, a set of ducks and a set of baby geese.
Have you ever met anybody else that races anything like you do other than just the pigs?
There's somebody that does duck races, but it's a little bit different. They have like a pool set up, and they kind of go around. There was one company that was doing turkey races and chicken races where they follow a little motorized car. But really, as far as our show and setup goes, we're very, very unique. Lots of audience participation. We play music. We do each race themed and play music and name animals that fit with that theme. So it's a pretty fun show.
Okay, so I would imagine that you're pretty self-contained and you bring everything that you need with you?
We are. We need, obviously water, power. The fair provides shavings and then a level area, but we pretty much do everything else.
And then what do? You have benches set up around the course?
Well, the fair does provide seating, whatever, suits their fair. Some fairs will bring in bleachers, some will put bales of straw out, some just have chairs. So it kind of depends on the individual fair, the size of the fair, what their attendance is, what their resources are for providing seating.
Okay, how much room do you need?
About the smallest we can do is about 30 by 60, And that includes we put a living quarters trailer right behind the setup. So we stay right there and are able to keep an eye on the animals. And then we can go all the way up to like a 40 by 100 or so. Like I said, it kind of depends on the fair. Like Los Angeles County Fair last May, we did a really big setup over there. And with the bleachers that they had put up, we probably, there was probably seating for about 3,000. And we do smaller fairs that, might have 100 spectators at a show. So we're really flexible on as far as catering to the individual fair and their needs. Also as far as, the size goes. And our track comes in sections. So, we can add to it, make it longer. We can make it wider. So it's very flexible. A lot of people I know have just a set floor space that they need, and we're not like that. We're able to make a lot of different areas work.
Okay. All right. So on a given day, how many races do you do?
If the fair is open all day, we'll do 5, maybe 6 shows. Fairs that open later in the afternoon, we might do 2 or 3. We try to have about an hour and a half in between each show. So if we do a 5, we wouldn't want to do one sooner than a 6:30. That just gives the animals enough time to relax in between shows. And the shows are usually 18 to 22 or 23 minutes.
So how much of a staff does it take to run this thing? I'm curious.
It's just two people, one announcer and then one person to load the pigs. And then when we have a petting zoo, we do, a variety of sizes of petting zoos. So we can have anywhere from 2 people all the way up to 8 or 10 people, depending on the size of the petting zoo.
Okay. So you do that in conjunction with your races.
We do. Some places we do both. Where I'm at right now, I've got both. Some places just want the petting zoo. Some places just want the pig races.
Okay. So that sounds like an awful lot to transport. Sounds like a lot of work.
So yeah, we do a lot of different events throughout the year. We can do 1 or 2 day events all the way up to fairs that last a month.
Okay, so you want to tell me about some of your worst experiences? I always ask that question. When you do stuff like this, you have bad experiences.
Yeah. It's always fun to get to the fairgrounds and they're not ready for you. The space isn't cleared. They're not, they're like, well, you're going to be here, but we have to move all this stuff. And it's like, and I always I always let the fairs know we'll be in on, this day at approximately this time. And it's like, okay, you signed a contract 6 months ago. So, at least make our area available when we get there. Because we have to, it's not like we just pull in with, a food trailer or an equipment trailer. We pull in with live animals. So, normally we're traveling for a bit. So they've been in the trailer for a while. So, the first thing we do is get the animal pen set up and get the animals out of the trailer. So it is always frustrating when you get to the fair and they're not ready for you yet. So that kind of, is probably worst case scenario.
Yeah, I bet it would be.
Yeah, it can be a little frustrating.
Okay, so what are some of your best experiences?
Well, we did some of the funnest things I've done is doing custom shows. So, forgive me, I can't remember the exact year. If I really thought about it, I could. But I did California State Fair one year, and they had their fair theme was a beach theme, and so I totally custom made the races to fit the beach theme. I dyed all my shavings on the racetrack blue. They brought sand in. I put sand in the middle of the racetrack, put up umbrellas, beach balls, made some little sand castles, and then decorated with little pool related items. And then I did one of the races that I remember distinctly was I did Jaws, and so I had 3 younger little potbelly pigs, and I dressed them up, and they had just different colored little I made little kind of like tutus for them. And then I had an older super sweet potbelly, and I put a little doggy costume on him, Jaws. And so he was always the slowest one, so it always was fun because we'd play the Jaws theme, and he would run after the little fast pigs, and he would go real slow, and we'd play that music. So that was really a fun event. And then in 2019, Winterfest in Orange County, California, we did a Christmas-themed race. So I made little elf hats, and we played Baby It's Cold Outside for elf. And so the little pigs wore elf costume hats. And then we did jingle bells. So we had sheep, and they wore jingle bells. And then we did Rudolph, and the goats, I made little reindeer antlers for the goats to wear. And then we did a Frozen race, and so I kind of made little costumes for the pigs for the Frozen race. And then we did Feliz Navidad, and I put little sombreros on some little pigs. So it was super fun.
Is there someplace you'd like to perform that you have not had the chance?
Well, now that we're living in Texas, I would probably have to say, one of the big Texas fairs. We've only been in Texas for 4 years, so, it takes a while to break into a new area. But Texas State Fair would be cool if it ever happened. But I've been doing this long enough that it's like, if it happens, it happens. I don't stress about getting jobs like I did, back in the day. I'm like, we've got a good show. If they want to hire us, great. If not, there's always somebody that appreciates you and wants to hire you.
Okay, it sounds like I would think so. Sounds like what you do is a lot of fun. So, okay, now I need to know how people can reach you, because they always ask me that.
Okay. Well, the best way to reach me is on my cell phone, and the best is text message, because we're in the Piney Woods and we don't have real great cell service, so texting is always ideal. And then I like to try to arrange for a phone call, of course. And so my cell phone number is 909-208-8457.
You want to tell people what your website is too?
It's barnyardracers.com.
All right. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you. It sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. Good luck.
It's a blast.
Bye, Jen.
And thanks for calling. Bye.
Bye.